cute.
Good morning and welcome. It's a new day and it's upon us. Yes, it is, and we are super excited to share this best part of the morning with you guys.
You know, every morning we come with a dose of happiness, joy, and all the amazing things the world offers. And it's absolutely free.
Absolutely. Does anybody remember that song? Lady in Red is dancing with me. This is the best part. This is the best part.
You don't do. Let's go on.
Okay. Happiness, they say, is free, like we have just exhibited, and happy hours come early in the morning from 7 all the way till 9 o'clock right here in Wake Up Nigeria. Welcome to another refreshing edition of your premium breakfast show.
That's right. You have made the right choice. Hence, you're qualified for some morning goodness.
Yes, indeed.
Sounds like chocolate.
It
Oh
does,
my
doesn't
gosh.
it? Now, let's see if the other team B can do what we did. All right, yeah? MM,
Lady
Mike, dance.
in black.
Black
Wow,
people.
really? Guys, it's not a competition.
Mike is not even ready for this.
Mike, too much.
I say this morning the coffee you had. Hey, come on, it's great. It's great to be here this morning. And Mazino and Mary, we're looking forward to more dances. That was a complete performance. Complete it now. You can't just stop it there.
No, don't worry. There's plenty of show to go around, so we'll get to it. In any case, welcome, and my name is Mazino Appeal.
And my name is Mary Bashua Alimi. Okay, so, it's Tuesday, and the week is in full swing already. Full work mode, officially activated. So let's make some money. That's my first time I'm saying that.
Money? That's so urban. That's the 1990 what? I don't know, 2000? I don't know. Remember, by the way, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all the social media platforms to be a part of this show. Yes,
indeed. You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world, and that's through our mobile app. Of course, you can also download that on Google Play or iOS.
Yes, indeed. And watch us live, GOTV 27 and UHF 49.
Now, we also implore you to follow us across all our social media handles. We're talking of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the works at TVC Connect.
Yes, indeed. Now, for what we have in store for a Tuesday show here, let's let them know already.
Yes, we begin with parenting, and we will be discussing the increase and decrease of parental influence with parenting coach Opofani Selekumar, popularly known as Uncle Sele.
And there's so much happening in the entertainment scene right now. Later on, we will be checking out the latest news in the world of entertainment. We'll be joined by a guest, and you guys are going to love this one, so stay tuned. Yay, Cuppy's getting married now. And then for an interesting discussion, we will be joined by Jima Sunday Jim Baba, an award-winning comedian, actor, MC, and of course, event consultant who, over the years, has carved a niche for himself in the comedy industry. Join us as we, regale with that one. Of course, still coming, we're going to have Kalu Ugochi, popularly known as, by her fans as Ugochi Royalty. She is the gospel recording artist, performing artist, and also plenty much more. She'll be joining us here on the show. Welcome, guys, for a Tuesday. Mike, MM, and Mary, what's happening?
First, I need to say congratulations to Mike.
Oh, wow, he had a baby.
Your on the Beautiful Game sports show.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, darling.
Thank you. It was more or less a pilot in some ways, but let's see how this weekend will be. We really push it. Mary will come on sometimes. This is where Mary's looking.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It was,
I'm
looking forward.
I was not amused yesterday. That Senegal-Netherlands match.
Oh, yes.
See, training
Yes.
game.
What have you done,
more
MM?
Interesting.
That was
Like,
I'm
what
so
were
sorry.
No.
It wasn't even like a friendly. Like,
Come, guys.
it was nonsense.
I am invested in the World Cup.
Hold on.
No, Mike, don't get me wrong.
Titi,
I'm invested in the World
make
Cup.
the effort. MM and Maslow.
I
both of them don't try.
do. I do.
This is Africa. Yesterday was Africa's first game. Man.
I do. I watched
So
it.
at least just for that one.
I saw the 23-year-old
Okay,
guy that was playing.
Which
Sorry.
23-year-old guy?
Okay, so but I joined my husband watching the match between USA and,
and
Wales, right?
Okay.
And the conversation about John Way's son.
You're supposed to be on my
Yes.
side.
Yeah, John Way's son playing for the USA.
For the USA, I mean,
was amazing. I mean,
about
it
that,
was.
Mazino.
It actually spawned a bit of conversation
Correct.
even
President's
online.
son.
A
Yes.
Liberian president,
Great.
and then considering what his father did for his country when he was a footballer.
Oh,
I
God.
mean, it's quite commendable, really.
Fantastic.
Martino.
You are just a
Listen,
clown.
I'm so sorry, but football, not sports generally. Football is something that I struggle to watch because I don't get the idea of 22 people
no, but
chasing
this
one
one, forget
ball.
about football. Think about it that the president of
I
a
love the
country,
pageant. Yes.
Yes.
His son. I
love the
He's
drama.
playing for another
Playing for another
country.
I love the drama around it. Maybe that's what I'll look forward to. And I promise that from today, from today, Mike, Mary, I will focus on the World Cup
If you
Qatar
like, don't
2022. Now, let's do important things. Let's do the weather.
Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. We begin in Ekiti State, where barely 6 days after his election, the Speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, Gboyega Aribisogan, has been impeached from office and suspended indefinitely alongside 6 lawmakers by the new leadership of the House for sabotaging the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Bill. Correspondent Ayomide Ajegbe reports.
Since the death of the former Speaker of the House, Fumini Afuye, the 6th Assembly in Ekiti State has been enmeshed in controversy.
As soon as the Speaker died, we knew there could be problem. So for the aversion of possible problems, the party needed to invite House of Assembly members. We spoke to them. First and foremost, we said they should allow the position to remain in South Senatorial District, where the former Speaker came from.
Aribisogan was elected by a majority of the House 6 days ago, but his emergence did not sit well with the kingmakers in the state. Today, he was impeached by 17 members and immediately replaced by the Chief Whip, Olubumi Adelugba, from Emure constituency, who is the most senior member from the zone of the late Speaker, thus fulfilling the wish of party leaders.
A lot of things that came up. The first one is, the last time that we sat, they revised the supplementary appropriation budget bill was supposed to be passed. The bill was stopped, it was not passed, it was sabotaged. The second one is that election that you are talking about was actually compromised.
The Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the House says 6 members, including the impeached Speaker, have been suspended indefinitely for unpatriotic and unparliamentary conduct, but will be open to accepting them back if they decide to play ball.
This started about 6 months ago. The people suspended. They are like cancers in the house, and we have to remove them. They wanted the deceased deputy speaker, the deceased speaker, and myself, will have been impeached 6 months ago, if not for the fact that the leadership of the party intervened.
Aribisogan and the 6 erring lawmakers were also barred from the vicinity of the House of Assembly complex within the radius of 145 days for their act, and the impeached Speaker says his removal was illegal, and there are plots to assassinate him. It's just a month that the new governor in Ekiti State, Biodun Abayomi, was inaugurated. And it looked like a year already, because the events that has happened in the state in the past few days has left a lot of people wondering what will happen in 2023. To power brokers in Ekiti State, this might be some gameplay. To others, it might be democracy at play. We'll keep our eyes on the ground to see what happens. Ayomide Ajegbe, TVC News, Ado Ekiti.
Meanwhile, the embattled Speaker, Gboyega Aribisogan, has accused the former governor, Kayode Fayemi, of being behind his illegal impeachment. He revealed the former governor had called some of the lawmakers who were loyal to him to intimidate and harass them. The former speaker said the process that brought him to power on November 15 was transparent and democratic.
What has happened on the floor of the House on 15th of November was a clear case of democratic process, which was beamed live, and everything was done, openly, without any issues. And members were not. For them now to come and be quasi-members, to go and institute an illegal impeachment, I think Ekiti State needs to be rescued from him. As I speak now, I'm about going to the IG to seek protection for all our members they have been harassing since night. Former Governor Fayemi has been calling all our members who are my supporters, and they have been harassed and been intimidated. Some of them have been picked up as I speak, and they are saying they are taking them to the House of Assembly. Whatever happens, Fayemi should be held responsible.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in to Wake Up Nigeria. Let's go through the front pages of the newspaper. Making the headlines here on this day, we have Obi to Nigerians, I will be in charge of Nigeria. Hold me responsible. Says he won't give excuses as president, but provide solutions. Reiterates commitments to transforming nation. Outlines agenda. declares era of borrowing for consumption over. Explains delay in releasing his manifesto. Clarifies he didn't offer Kwankwaso money to step down for him. And just on the top of the paper of the headlines here, we have Shehu, lack of fiscal autonomy, funding gaps with threatening independence of RMAFC. And also here we have Adebanjo says it's Igbo's right to produce next presidents. Says APC has disqualified Southeast. Nigeria's unity negotiable, Baba Ahmed posits. And that's all we can take on this date. Let's move over to the Daily Trust newspaper. Making the headlines here, as Buhari kicks off oil drilling in North, Bauchi, Gombe residents demand jobs, clean environments. Says we don't want a repeat of Niger Delta crises. Fast track infrastructure to make drilling a reality. It shall be well with full PIA implementations, says experts. And here is a picture story of a mammoth crowd of APC supporters during the 1 million PVC walk for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu by 2,000 support groups in Kano under the leadership of Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje. And this was on Sunday. And that's it on the Daily Trust. Let's move over to News Direct. Making the headlines here, we have Senate Humanitarian Minister battle over alleged 206 billion naira budget padding. And just at the bottom of the paper here, Oshu Tribunal resumes hearing as experts establish its fraud in election results, BVAS reports. And I didn't offer Kwankwaso 40 billion naira to step down, says Obi. TCN to deploy software to check grid collapse. And federal government restates Nigeria's commitment to sustainability of blue economy. And just one final story here, just take that quickly. 13% derivation, Wike's claim incorrect, misleading, says Akwa Ibom professionals. And that's all we can take on the front pages this morning. Let's do some fitness, shall we?
Oh, it's not. And you're welcome. It is time for the coffee. What are you ladies doing? What are you guys doing?
What's your business?
Why are you not looking at
Did you guys catch that? I don't know.
Oh,
Anyhow, you had a story that you wanted to tell. Was it a story or an instance?
So I saw someone tweet, a dating coach, tweet about how men need to do better regarding after a date, calling a woman to be sure she's reached her destination, like she's reached home or whatever. And then someone quoted the tweet, and the person said, he has had enough of this nonsense. Everything, men. That shouldn't it be a dual responsibility in which you've reached home, you call me, hello, I am home, not waiting for me to be the one to call. If you don't call, I will assume you are still on the road, even if it's the following morning.
Wow.
And then there were even talks of, when my mom, so one lady now asked her, so if it was your mom, then the guys now came after her and said, their own moms, she's traveling to the village or she's going somewhere, she will call to say, Amoti Debe, or I'm there already, and all that.
My response to that is very, very, because I'll just let you read a conversation between myself and my wife from this morning.
Okay.
I wanted you to read it all.
Like
I need you to read it all, but please, guys, this doesn't happen every day. But read from there.
So at 6 o'clock, and you know,
Go.
Mazino goes, at work, babes, was a good ride, even in the dark. And the response he got, Mazino, should I read this one?
Please read it. Read it.
The response he got was a thumbs up. You sure didn't flush again this morning. What are you always thinking of? My chest.
So, the takeaway from that is okay. It's okay.
Wait, continue. And then Mazino, I memorized the first 3 lines. Mazino replies, Jesus. So sorry, I was tired.
Why?
No. Wait, Mike, before I go.
No, I know. The point is that how does such gross...
I'm coming. Wait.
Grossness.
The point...
It's such response.
The point I'm trying to make. Listen, oh my goodness, this is gonna make social media now. People will not let me say something before it makes social media. Wait, guys, let me. The point I'm trying to make is, I believe that it is both parties' responsibility and that it is a natural response to, it's mutual respect for the other person's concern for you. So each time I get to work, no matter the circumstance, I always send a message to my wife saying, hey, I'm at work, I'm fine, just so that the other person is calm and knows where you are. So regarding like dates, post-date culture, I believe it's both parties' responsibility. Hey, it was a great date, I'm home, thank you very much. Instead of leaving the other person hanging, thinking, I don't know where you've gotten to. So it's not a thing of men should or women should. It should just be a combined effort.
Yeah, I feel like in this climate, we leave too much responsibility on the man,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And we'll expect that, okay, because you're on a date, especially if it was the man that called for the date, it is his responsibility to,
on his
cater to
shoulder.
everything, including your transportation back home and, your safety.
Yeah,
but we live in a time where you need to be security conscious. I tell my siblings every time that wherever you are, please let someone know where you are. My husband and I have this unwritten rule somewhere that wherever we are, we let each other know. So, for example, yesterday, I was home. He was at 1,001 places all at once. He would always send pictures of where he's at, just to let me know that, okay, so where I am now, just to let me know.
Yeah. Mike, you're the one who's still in the dating scene, is it?
No, I was wanting to talk about I wanted to mention, and she broke my train of thought there. There are other times when, so you do that when probably you've gone out on a date or somewhere. How about other times? Is that the only time the person went out? You understand? Like, for instance, someone comes to your place, and the person goes back. Have you gone home? Okay, because you came to my place.
Yeah.
Is that why you're asking? Tomorrow, when the person doesn't come to your place but went somewhere else,
Do you bother about them?
do you bother?
It depends on your relationship.
What I'm saying, no, some people are chum with people, but you only ask when you went somewhere with them. When you don't go somewhere with them,
Keep tabs either
do
way.
you now?
There are two ways to look at that. Would it be considered as an intrusion when I keep asking?
I was going
"How
to say
far
that.
now?
I was going to, where are you?
Where are you?
I was going to say that. I was going to say that.
For me, sometimes, I just feel like God be with you. You be okay. Because like you said,
everybody go dey fine.
yeah, because if I ask because you chop plantain chips because of me, and then the day when you chop plantain chips with another guy, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Mike,
I'm just saying.
What do we put it?
This conversation is definitely
Just
going
saying.
to continue. And it should continue with you on social media at TVC Connect, #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Right now, though, we take a break. We'll be back in a bit.
Let me respond to my wife now. Yes, indeed. Whenever I'm in the kitchen, it's going to be a good one, if I say so myself. Welcome inside the kitchen for Wake Up Nigeria. This here is the delightful Chef Betty in the house. Betty, you are welcome. You remind me so much of childhood because growing up, we used to watch so much of the... Some mothers do love them, which was Frank Spencer. Do you remember it? Frank Spencer's wife was called Betty.
Yes. Remember,
And that's Betty here. So Betty, you're welcome. Betty, what are we having today?
We're having ofada rice with ayamashi sauce.
With ayamashi.
Yes, that's ofada sauce.
Oh, ayamashi, that's the Yoruba name. Ayamashi, okay. I can see here that we have some good old ofada. This is not the white rice. This is the real ofada rice. It's brownish and very, very. It's the real deal. So why can I have ordinary rice and make the same sauce and it tastes the same?
Yes, perfectly. You can. It's just the difference is, this is a local rice.
Okay,
So
local rice.
compared to foreign rice.
All right, grand. So talk us through what we have here and what we're going to be working with.
We are having ofada itself, the rice, which is the local rice. Then to prepare the sauce, we are having the pepper, the oil, we are having some fresh pepper as well.
Yeah, there are two kinds of pepper there.
Yes.
Explain
We have
that.
scomet, we have
Is this the tatashi?
This tatashi, yes.
So it's hot?
The bell. Yes, it's hot.
So I've always wondered exactly how hot these can get. And I'm going to do something. What if I was to have a piece of this? How hot could it be?
I don't know how you like pepper.
My director says don't try it. That is my cue to try it. I am going to do this. Where is that knife? Where is it? There we go. I'm just gonna try it on national TV just to show people that it's not all that. It's not all that, you know. It's not all that. I mean, it's not all that. So I'm gonna do this. My director said just a tiny piece. I'm not joking. Can you do it? But let's try this. Let's try this. And if I start coughing, please move to parenting with who's that? Who's on with Mary, please? So Betty, here we go. There's nothing there.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm still normal. It's just tiny. Come and do it now, director. But it just tastes like a fruit. Yeah, there, done it. In any case. So, let's remind everybody what it is we're having today. That is ofada rice with ayamashi sauce. And on your screens, you can actually see the ingredients there for you today. Some salt, offals, onions, pepper, dry fish, palm oil, crayfish, cow skin, ofada rice, locust beans. Locust beans is very, very important. Yes. Some egg, which is optional, and of course, seasoning powder. So there you have it, the ingredients for our food today. Our breakfast, you can have it for lunch or even dinner right here. And we'll let Chef Betty start already while we introduce to you what we have inside of parenting. And Mary's on the standby for this one. Mary, what are we talking about today?
Okay, so today we're talking about the decrease and increase of parental influence. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Well, to do justice to that is Opofoni Selekomo, popularly known as Uncle Sele. His purpose is to build and frame the minds of the upcoming generation to make the right decisions based on values. And it's such a pleasure, as always, to have you in the studio with us today.
Same here. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so decrease and increase of parental influence. That sounds simple, yet it's quite broad.
Yes, it is.
And I like the fact that you started, I like starting from negative, not talking positive. That's the thing with me. I do not like ending on a negative note.
Okay, so let's
start with the decrease, as you put it.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
So, first things first, let's talk about influence, where you have the capacity to, to impact someone's behavior. Do you understand? Now, we find ourselves in a society where, we're seeing a lot of vices. Yeah. So we're seeing that parents are not influencing or impacting on the behavior of their children.
Yeah.
You understand? So it means that they're leaving them to chance. And I don't know if you remember when we talked about the testers, the challengers, and the vices in the society. And what that means is children are just moving in and they are being, they're being impacted negatively. So it means that there is a decrease, when it comes to parental influence, and that is not cool. So it means that what we're saying today is that we need to increase. We need to be conscious. We need to be deliberate. We need to be intentional. We need to look at our children and say that, look, this is happening out there. Then I need to spend more time with you. I need to teach you more things, And I don't know why, there's this thing with I don't have time. Yeah, I hear that a whole lot. I don't have time. There's no time. But the truth is, that's your child. That's your son. That's your daughter. If you have the mindset that, look, I want to raise a king or a queen, it means I have to spend time to influence or to impact on my child positively. But you see, you can do something, like you said. So let's switch to the positive. Now, because let me remind you. I know I talked about the fact that there was time I went to secondary school where we asked a question.
Yes, and everybody was giving
everybody
their
was
feedback.
saying negative, and we had 44 children, and we had more children say negative influence. And I asked myself a question: they have parents, so it means that we don't have a lot of parents influencing their children positively. And that's scary.
So I actually have a slight issue with that.
Okay.
So parents try their best. Okay, many parents try their best.
Not many.
I'm using many parents for a reason.
Okay.
So some do not do it directly. Some do it indirectly. I'll tell you what I mean by indirectly. So for parents who do not quite know how to have the conversation with their children.
Children.
They employ Nollywood to help them. See, it might seem funny, but it's actually true.
Okay.
So you see parents bring their children when certain movies are showing, for example. If they've tried to advise the child is not listening. They'll say, see what happened to this person. Learn from this, so all that. And so you have children who, at the back of their minds, they remember that movie they watched, and it helps shape their lives.
Okay.
So when we talk about parental influence, I've always had this 50-50 mind, because some children who have terrible parents still end up being fantastic individuals.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because the truth is, not just you. You have media.
Yes.
You have your schools.
Yes.
You have churches. You have mosques. Everybody's influencing you.
Yeah.
But the truth is, the first set of people that should form that foundation of influence should be your parents. Now, some people end up very lucky. Some people end, like you said, they still turn out to be very good. Excellent in life and all that. Yeah. Do you understand? But look at our society now and ask yourself this question. Do you think that is working? Do you think that we're having a lot of lucky people, a lot of lucky children? Because there's this increase in the rate of vices in the society. So it means that it's not really helping, because the media, you get social media, is also adding to the decrease.
Good. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was going to ask you, what do you think is responsible for it?
Oh, yes.
You see children tell their dads or their moms, you think I want to end up poor like you? Mr. Perfect, Mr. I cannot do this. And these are parents who are trying to instill these values, but because they ended up poor while at it, the children are like, never would I end up like you.
I wouldn't be like my father.
I will not be like
But you see something, there's still parents who were poor, but had to tell the children, look, this is how I am.
Yes.
But if you do this, you will end up this way. Now, my mom said something to me. She said, we have past presidents that we know their names. You said, we have the Nadia Zikwe and all that. And she said something to me. She said, make a sacrifice for your children.
Yes.
She grew up in the village. She came to Lagos. She was amazed. And she told me something. You see, I didn't grow up here. But she said, you did. So, pay the sacrifice. That's influence, because I can never forget. Do you understand? So when my brain is trying to remember that word, and I'm saying to myself that, look, I must make this sacrifice for my children. Sometimes my children's friends see them and say, "You're lucky Uncle Stella is your father."
I know, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes my children will see me when other kids come to hug me, and they're just looking at me like,
what are you feeling like?
What are you feeling like? See, Daddy, I saw you were just hugging. I said, why did you come and hug me? I said, I'll hug you. You're my daddy.
You're mine.
Do you understand? So, we need to really change the narrative. Do you understand? And, wake up as parents to say, look, we need to change our society, because everybody is contributing. Like I said, there are job parents and everybody's contributing. Yes. So, influence your child, positively. I do that. When they meet, you see positives are meeting. Or you see, when negative come, because you have instilled in them some values, they can the testers, when they come, they can stand and say no.
In just one line, I want you to just tell me this. How can parents assert that influence?
Spend more time.
Spend more time.
And be deliberate. That's just it. Yeah, spend more time.
Spend more time with your children.
Yes, and be deliberate about the things you pass to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like how straightforward that is. That's actually profound. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
You so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and with that, we will take a break. Of course, Wake Up Nigeria continues shortly. Stay with us.
And you're welcome back inside the kitchen here for Wake Up Nigeria. Mazino here, and of course, Chef Betty. Chef Betty has been hard at work. Well, I've been helping her as much as I can. Have I not?
Yes.
Chef Betty has just put my kryptonite on fire, and that's oil. We're bleaching the oil. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to bleach it?
So we can get the taste.
Okay.
That's what we give us. It's one of the major things that will give us the taste of the washing sauce.
Okay. So I can see that you've chopped some onion. Wait, don't put it inside, because if you put it inside, what's that thing? And I'll run away. But you also have some eggs here peeled out. So that's going to go inside the sauce. It's kind of like we're frying the egg then.
No. We're not frying.
So put it in after.
Just to cook.
Okay.
It's after. Once the pepper goes, the offals goes, then this the egg.
So that's our offals, that's our crayfish already
Yes,
washed out and everything.
yes.
What is this?
This locust beans.
Ah.
This is one of the main ingredients.
So this is what it looks like, because in the market I see it already like,
Yes.
you know. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to let you do that, and I'm scared. I'm hoping that this doesn't like I don't like this one. But go ahead, let's see what we're gonna do, what we're doing next. All right. So we've taken it off the fire, so
Yes.
it's not
And to
gonna
cover
splash
it.
or anything, and we're gonna cover it as well. Grand. So chef, go ahead. What next do we do now?
So we are putting the onions, then followed by the locust beans.
I guess you can go ahead then. Let's do
Okay.
this. Let's do this. Let me open that for good. Grand. Ooh, Jesus. This is the part I'm not. Ooh, here we go. That's not that bad. Okay. Okay. And in goes our locust beans now. Have to use your hands.
My hands are washed.
Already washed.
properly
Make sure that
cleaned.
they're washed.
Yes.
This is very different. The ones I know are the ones that are already processed in the market. So you're just going to just buy it and just put it in a pot like that. So onions inside of our
Onions,
oil,
yes.
locust beans
Locust
in there.
beans,
What
yeah.
next are we adding?
The pepper. We're adding the
Pepper.
pepper next.
Grand. Already ground,
Yes. But not smooth.
not smooth.
Yes.
Is there a reason why?
So, yes. We are making a sauce, not a soup, not a stew.
Okay.
It's a sauce.
I get it. I get it now. That's looking good and well bleached and everything. I can see that texture already. The texture of the ayamashi
Yeah.
sauce.
Sauce. So
Okay.
followed by our pepper.
In goes our pepper. Fantastic. Now it's safe. Now we're very safe. I was scared from before, but now we're very safe. I was hoping it wasn't going to choke me.
No,
Let me
no,
help
no.
you out with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So already, as you can see, our rice is already boiling in here. That rice is enough for how many people? The sauce would be enough for how many people?
At least 10, 15.
10,
Depends
15
on
people.
how we
Grand,
portion
grand.
it.
Okay.
So I'm adding the crayfish.
All right. That's the best
Washed.
part for me. Love crayfish. Any day, anytime. Okay. So how long will we have that on fire? In fact, how long does it take to prepare the entire
The
ayamashi sauce? Yeah.
The next 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes, we're
Yes.
done. Can I eat it with anything else apart from rice?
Yes, you can eat it
Like
with
what?
any type of food you feel
Any
like.
type of food, huh? Okay.
Any
All
type.
right. I'm still very curious how the egg is going to.
I'm adding the egg now.
Whoa, we're putting
Because
the
I
egg
really
in.
want the egg to soak inside the pepper.
Ah, I get it now. I get it now. Are we gonna cut it?
No,
Or
no, no, no,
It's just
no.
gonna be like so.
Just this way.
Nice. There it is already. I can see that sauce come together right in front of me, like never before. I'm just good at eating it. I
Just to
don't
garnish
understand.
it.
Chef Betty, what just happened?
I added the green pepper just to garnish it.
So you're
make
not
it
gonna cut
attractive.
it?
I'm not cutting it.
Am I the only one who's surprised that that just happened? Because I thought that we're gonna cut it.
No, no,
So
no.
when you serve it, will you be serving it just like that?
Yes. You can serve it.
I've
Anybody
never
can
seen
take
this
it.
before. This is the first
Just to
time.
garnish.
So it's not the real ofada I've been eating then.
It's a special
Okay.
one.
So this is our rice, which is coming to a boil already, as you can see. Woo-wee! And of course, everything inside of our sauce there. We're gonna show you guys the ingredients, just in case you're just joining us on your screens right now. Here are the ingredients for our meal this morning: some salt, offals, onions, peppers, some dry fish, palm oil, crayfish, and of course cow skin. Don't forget the ofada rice itself, which we're boiling right now, and some locust beans. That's our jadawa. Egg is optional, we hear, but hey, I don't think after today I'll be doing without the eggs. And don't forget your seasoning. Chef, we haven't added our seasoning. When is it going to go
I will
in?
add it now.
Okay, Chef's going to add our seasoning in just about a bit. So that's where we are going to stop for this hour only. We're starting another hour within which you are going to see the complete meal for our meal this morning. So do stay tuned. I'm going to jump back in there and we'll start it all over again. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yes, indeed. Every single time we keep making progress on the show here. Welcome to the second hour of the show. MM doesn't think it's a full hour, but I like to look on the bright side. The glass is always half full. It's another hour, full hour of great
Okay,
entertainment.
absolutely. It's a great sign.
Way
that
to
it's
say,
going
Mazino,
to be-
shut up.
I was going to say it's a great sign that it's going to be a great day with Mazino feeling all hyper and all. But
I can
You know, the idea is to keep pushing yourself until you get to your desired destination. We have another 45 minutes to go.
Yes, indeed. We are our own competition. That's why we push ourselves every single time. Did we do it good the last hour? We're going to do it better the next 45 minutes.
That's it. And talking about doing it better, we can't wait to have a taste of your father's sauce
the one I'm making in the kitchen.
being made in the kitchen. You are making or they are
As
making.
in, Chef Betsy she puts her heart and her soul into this food today.
Take it to
And we
zero.
can feel it.
It's not
Thank
the-
you very much, Chef Betsy, for having us in mind.
Thank you.
When you came on the show today. Thank you.
All I know is rice and ofada. Is it rice? Because I know these days people eat things
Oh,
with
it's,
Ofada
it's the
rice.
real Ofada rice.
Real
Ofada
ofada
rice,
rice.
actually.
And sauce,
And
okay.
ofada sauce.
You're gonna love
I should try ofada sauce with yam someday soon.
I think that would be good.
I'm sure. Yeah, I should.
Yeah, Bola, make sure you reserve some of those yams for me.
This girl.
In any
It's
case,
too early in the morning.
my name is Mazino Appeal.
And my name is Mary Bashua Alimi. Now remember, you can use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all our social media platforms, okay? All right.
Yes, indeed. And also, you can watch us live if you have the app on your phone, and that means you ought to have downloaded it already on iOS or Google Play Store.
Absolutely. You can watch us on the GOTV channel 27, UHF channel 49, okay? So see, different channels.
And make sure that you're following us. It's simple. At TVC Connect is where to find us across all our social media platforms. Now, ladies, gentlemen, let's let you know what we still have for the rest of the hour.
A musical performance, yes, that one for sure. And it's from Otegbayo Joseph, popularly known as TV Phoenix, alias the Pop, which means the priest of praise.
Yeah.
But we did that in the first hour, right? Okay. I was beginning to wonder that is there another TV Phoenix?
Just claim amnesia and let's move on. It's all right.
Once
For an interesting conversation on entertainment, we are going to be joining in there for some grand stuff. Everything that's happening inside the world of entertainment so far. You guys join us then. Alrighty.
Okay, so you just saw Mazino do this, right?
What?
He has beads on his
Oh,
wrist.
these girls. Yes.
Do they have names?
girls?
Yeah, they're girls.
They have names.
Do they have names?
They don't have names. Some of them are too new to have names, but I've had a couple of them for about 2 years. But
So those
I
ones
actually
have-
like bees. And what you guys have not noticed is that I always used to have that one and that one every single show. But I've recently I have a knack for it now, so I'm acquiring new ones. And
Okay.
I just love the sound that they make. But then again, yes.
The focus is actually on a different kind of beads. I wanted to segue into those beads.
What kind of beads?
So, you know, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter, yeah? So I was on Twitter yesterday and I saw this entire thread. Someone asked a question about what's your thoughts on waist beads? And guys were gushing and condemning it.
They're sexy. They're
So
beautiful.
some people were like, yeah, that was the position of some people. While some people were like, it's diabolical. It's this. And at this point, I just want to ask
They fear
Mike.
very beginning time when we first did. You know, we grew up. We are what now? We're millennials. Yeah. So we grew up watching some kind of movies, and those movies
Influence.
influence
yeah.
the way we think. So growing up, when we see BJ, it's mommy water. Mommy water, leave me and go. But you know, growing up and understanding and all of that, and then, you know, people work for different reasons. It doesn't mean that they're still not jazz owner.
I don't know. I don't.
But you see, but that somebody intended something doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily. I know that some people do it for. I mean, what's it now?
Aesthetics.
What's the? Is it?
Fashion?
No, what's the one that Jaruma does now? What do you call it?
Kayamata.
Kayamata.
So they have different reasons. But I'm saying that people, we now see that there's evolution. People now look for fitness, to check for beauty. I do love it. But look at some of the video before you
Well,
can
I
cut
know
it.
it.
And the fitness one is to check to see whether
see,
you're
yeah, how
getting bigger.
You're
and all
progressing.
that, yes.
Yeah, exactly. But the one wears is
I don't understand.
weather quickly.
We are not going to. Well, yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah.
How did you
Where?
see?
How did you see?
Somebody that doesn't even wear it.
I don't. Thank you,
As in-
Mary.
Director
Thank
You are not doing weather.
Really?
Mazino,
You're
where
going
did
to
you
explain
see her?
to. You're going to explain
Wait,
to
you
Michael
are the one that
Porcher.
started it.
You are going to explain
exactly.
to him
You
where
were
you saw
explain
it.
to him where you saw
Weather.
it. So you are dreaming of it, Mazino.
Can you
Ha! Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. Now we begin in Ekiti State, where barely 6 days after his election, the Speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, Boyega Aribishogun, has been impeached from office and suspended indefinitely alongside 6 lawmakers by the new leadership of the House for sabotaging the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Bill. Correspondent Ayomide Ajegbe reports.
Since the death of the former Speaker of the House, Fumini Afuye, the 6th Assembly in Ekiti State has been enmeshed in controversy.
As soon as the Speaker died, we knew there could be problem. So for the aversion of possible problems, the party needed to invite House of Assembly members. We spoke to them. First and foremost, we said they should allow the position to remain in South Senatorial District, where the former Speaker came from.
Arabi Shogun was elected by a majority of the House 6 days ago, but his emergence did not sit well with the kingmakers in the state. Today, he was impeached by 17 members and immediately replaced by the Chief Whip, Olubumi Adelugba, from Emure constituency, who is the most senior member from the zone of the late Speaker, thus fulfilling the wish of party leaders.
A lot of things that came up. The first one is, the last time that we sat, they revised the supplementary appropriation budget bill was supposed to be passed. The bill was stopped, it was not passed, it was sabotaged. The second one is that election that you are talking about was actually compromised.
The Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the House says 6 members, including the impeached Speaker, have been suspended indefinitely for unpatriotic and unparliamentary conduct, but will be open to accepting them back if they decide to play ball.
This started about 6 months ago. The people suspended. They are like cancers in the house, and we have to remove them. They wanted the deceased deputy speaker, the deceased speaker, and myself, will have been impeached 6 months ago, if not for the fact that the leadership of the party intervened.
Arabi Sogon and the 6 erring lawmakers were also barred from the vicinity of the House of Assembly complex within the radius of 145 days for their act, and the impeached Speaker says his removal was illegal and there are plots to assassinate him. It's just a month that the new governor in Ekiti State, Biodun Abayomi, was inaugurated. And it looked like a year already because the events that has happened in the state in the past few days has left a lot of people wondering what will happen in 2023. To power brokers in Ekiti State, this might be some gameplay. To others, it might be democracy at play. We'll keep our eyes on the ground to see what happens. Ayomide Ajegbe, TVC News, Ado-Ekiti.
Meanwhile, the embattled Speaker, Gboyega Aribisogun, has accused the former governor, Kayode Fayemi, of being behind his illegal impeachment. He revealed the former governor had called some of the lawmakers who were loyal to him to intimidate and harass them. The former speaker said the process that brought him to power on November 15 was transparent and democratic.
What has happened on the floor of the House on 15th of November was a clear case of democratic process, which was beamed live and everything was done, openly, without any issues. And members were not. For them now to come and be quasi-members, to go and institute an illegal impeachment, I think Ekiti State needs to be rescued from him. As I speak now, I'm about going to the IG to seek protection for all our members they have been harassing tonight. Former Governor Fayemi has been calling all our members, who are my supporters, and they have been harassed and been intimidated. Some of them have been picked up as I speak, and they are saying they are taking them to the House of Assembly. Whatever happens, Fayemi should be held responsible.
Welcome back. If you had just caught me a few seconds earlier, I was asking him as to some issues surrounding some work ethics. But she has no answer for it. So all the answer she has is, I'm a married woman. Married woman, you're welcome. You're my guest on the show today. Entertainment news, ma'am.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Sorry, I didn't to ask. You've been here on the show.
Understand the introduction.
Okay, so let's start off with DJ Copy. DJ Copy, she is one of my favorite entertainers. Why I love her shenanigans on social media. Okay. She's a one person, and when she was here, we had a great time with her. She's engaged now, but some people still feel like. I don't know, she can be very playful, yeah, but Nigerians are reacting. You know, Florence Otedola, popularly known as DJ Copy, set the Nigerian Twitter space agog as a viral video has surfaced of her being proposed to. Now, in the video, the young man who has been identified as Ryan Taylor is a British boxer and YouTuber, was seen kneeling as he asked the daughter of Nigerian billionaire Femi Otedola to marry him. Now, she said yes from the way they were, going about. People have been reacting. So,
I mean, everyone is surprised, and to be honest, that should come as no surprise as to why people are surprised, because we did not hear of
don't
any...
leave me, don't leave me.
We didn't hear of any relationship prior to the engagement. They had not been seen together. So where is this coming from? So of course it's going to, spook people's, curiosity and get their attention as to where is this coming from? Why is it sudden? Could it be real? Could it not be? What's going on? And well, none of them have come out to say anything after the engagement. There's been no, confirmed. There's been nothing said from them.
But I like it because the girl can be talkative a lot. She has been quite open about her previous relationships, and then she goes, I've dated everybody. I've dated Asian, I've dated African, I've dated Caucasian, I've dated auntie, you are talking too much. So maybe
this
she has
could be
come
for
to
real,
understand
for her to have kept this one on the wraps.
Exactly. For some things to really, it's about you. Yes, you can share the things if you want to share, but the motive behind it should not be just because you want to share. So I wish her the best.
Anyway, we are hoping that they come out and tell us what it is.
They don't have to tell us.
All the best, to be honest, all the best.
Copy, do you do whatever? You don't have to tell us.
No, we are waiting.
Keep it. No, I'm not waiting.
Because you guys could have just had the secret engagement, but you put it on social media.
They didn't
so
put
you
it.
Need to.
Somebody else. It wasn't them.
If they did not want it to be released,
They
it
wouldn't
will
have
not
proposed.
be released.
It wasn't their video. Somebody that was in the
That's what
crowd.
I'm saying, Mike. We've had a few celebrity couples who actually who were engaged in secret.
Okay, so the guy did it in public. So
exactly.
Yeah, he could have decided to do it in private.
Yeah. If they didn't want us to know.
Talking about engagements, do people actually just engage without telling the person ahead? You know when you get all these no's, somebody wants something elaborate.
Yeah, no.
So they don't tell the person ahead that,
of course.
Wait, I want to do this thing.
No.
They don't
when
tell
I got engaged to, when my husband proposed to me, I didn't know that. It was a surprise. No, to be honest, it actually was a surprise.
I'd have loved Mercedes to take this engagement thing. Before you make a very public proposal, shouldn't you hit the person so that you should not yet know? Okay. Anyways, let's move on from that now and on to the 7th edition of a Beats Awards, which held at Muson Center in Lagos on Saturday. And there were a lot of winners, Davido, DJ Lambo, Cobams, won awards in different categories. And D1 of Big Brother Niger fame, Ghanaian female rapper, Nana, hosted the show. And yeah, it was, did you attend the show?
No, actually, I did not, but yeah, I mean, it was one of the most spoken about events that happened over the weekend, and the Beats Awards. So Davido won Songwriter of the Year award.
By the way, it was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it was also his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday. You know, 21st of November. And so the outpouring of love and support for him during his birthday, I know that it might feel, you know, I don't think it will be a happy moment for him. You know, he's still not yet out on social media and all of that, and nobody knows which kind of the video we see when he decides to come out. But I think that everybody is together in saying that, look, hey man, we support you and God's got you.
Yeah.
If
there has even been speculations of him and Choma having a secret engagement.
Secret engagement,
yeah. But we don't. No one has come out to confirm these reports.
Okay.
But either ways, going back to the awards, the Beats Awards. So there are a few other people that worked out with some awards. DJ Lambo was she was the female DJ of the year. She won that award, and I think there was Elijah John who won the. So he's the CEO of the award show. Kobams Asukwo was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award, which I think it's overdue. He's actually paid his dues in the music industry. He really deserves the award. And yeah, congratulations to all the
award winners. Yeah. Okay. I know some of us here were nominated in different categories, but the Beats has been there for a while.
Yes.
I'm talking about awards. Yeah, Wizkid is also in the news as he made history as the first artist to win the favorite Afrobeats, because that's a new category in the American Music Awards, the AMAs. Now, the 50th edition held on Sunday at the Microsoft Theater in California. Now, for the first time, this category was Wizkid was in contention with other Nigerian counterparts, including Burna Boy, CK, Fireboy, DML, and Thames. Now, of course, his collaboration with Thames on Essence also won in the favorite R&B song category at the event. Essence continues to clinch awards 2 years after its release. That's a magic. That song, Essence, was, you know.
Yeah, I think this Essence and the song that Drake featured Wizkid in.
This is whoa.
Yeah, that's the award show, the American Music Awards show, where Wizkid won the favorite Afrobeat artist of the year. And so there's something going on right now. We saw a post of, or we saw a chat, a screenshots chats of what's his name, Burna Boy, who was also nominated in that same category. Yeah, where he was, you know, ranting at the American Music Awards. Yeah, it was more like it was a message that, you know, he's not pleased, yada yada yada. Basically expressing his displeasure, right? But we are yet to confirm if that is for real. But that chat is currently on social media. It's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. It's trending right now.
You see, Essence is a massive song. You know, you got Justin Bieber on it. They did the remix and all of that. The African Giant is doing his own thing. I love how far each of them is trying on. I mean, I listening to Burna Boy on Wakanda Forever. When he came on, it was quite a watershed moment.
Yeah, that was
a watershed moment
that was it.
for me. And so it was a good one. But for this one, man, nobody can deny Essence is major in America.
It is a global sensation, I must say. And, well, they deserve their flowers. Let them keep getting it. And Wizkid has done amazingly well also in the music industry,
wonderful.
Even globally.
Now, the 2023 Grammys, it's finally here. And, of course, the nominees are being released. Now, it's the 65th awards, and it will air on Sunday, February 5th, from the Crypto.com Arena, and it will broadcast live on CBS and all of that, quite a number of places and all of that. The host, presenters, and performers are going to be announced soon. And all the contenders in every category now stand a chance. Now, for Record of the Year, let's just take some nominees. We have Don't Shut Me Down by ABBA. Whoa, ABBA?
I mean.
Really? Easy on Me by Adele. Break My Soul, Beyonce. Oh? Is that song not old?
Break My Soul is not old.
Good Morning, Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige. You and Me on the Rock. And all of that. Woman by Doja Cat. Bad Habits, Steve Lacy. The Hot Part 5, Kendrick Lamar. About Time, Lizzo. As It Was, Harry Styles. You know?
You know, looking through this nominations, you know, especially in this category, nominees in this category, I am quite, you know, well, the Grammy can be very, very critical in their judgments.
Very funny, yes.
Yes.
The song that everybody is vibing to and they're feeling, they'll just leave it and like there are some songs that are curated or created for awards to win this and all of that. And so the choice, when you hear that this kind of person has 5 Grammys, and then this one that you know doesn't have as much. I mean, I would think that someone like R. Kelly would have like, what, 100 Grammys or something before he's
And then you hear people like Taylor Swift getting all the awards, or the Ed Sheeran.
In fact.
So, I mean, well, they also have, you know, certain things that they look out for before, you know,
they give. But it doesn't count for Beyonce and Jay-Z. Those ones, they just be 13, 14, 15.
Break My Soul by Beyonce is a
When did that song come out?
By the way, it came out earlier this year.
Earlier this year?
Yes.
That song sounds like something I've heard 10 years ago.
Yes, I get, because it has that soul feel that takes you back. Yeah.
Sing it again.
You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. I'm telling everybody.
Martino,
yes.
Does this I would ask him later, but this song sounds like something I've heard before. I don't know, is it deja vu or something? I feel like
it's possibly deja vu for you,
I've heard, we won't break my
Yes, exactly. So it has that
I've heard this vibe before.
It has that disco
So why do they call them out for what they call it now? Photocopy and piracy, the thing we tackle P-Square for. Because everybody does it. Is that all we used to tackle P-Square for? By the way, P-Square, they had...
Anyways, let's not also forget that Burna Boy is also nominated for a certain category. I think it's the...
World music.
Yeah, world...
There's a world music category. Global music category.
Album award, category.
It's a great one,
He's
too.
nominated for that one. And, well, let's keep our fingers crossed on that one.
We made them give other people now.
Right.
Okay.
Actually, Kijo as well is also in that category.
Shasha, we now know that Queen B used to sample old songs, used to copy songs too. It's not like every time. All you Queen B lovers.
Mike, don't shake that table.
This table has scattered. And that's it. We'll take a time out now, don't go anywhere. We're back with our final guest of the day.
Indeed, you're welcome. It's our final segment here for Tuesday, and since it's an entertaining Tuesday, we've brought you someone special. It's an interesting discussion that we'll be having with Jimo Sunday, also known as Jim Baba. He's
Yes,
an award-winning comedian, actor, and also MC.
Yes, he's also an event consultant who, over the years, has carved a niche for himself in the comedy industry. Join us as this guy really knows how to crack up an audience.
Jim Baba, you are
Good
welcome.
morning, ladies and lady and gentlemen.
Yes, there's only one of us.
Man.
Good to have you here,
It's
man.
good to be here. It's good to be here.
Glad to have you.
Honored. I feel blessed.
And we're
to be
honored
here.
to have you. Let's talk about your efforts. First off, how did you start as an MC or as a comedian? Which is it?
I started as a comedian.
As a comedian.
You know.
So, now, because sometimes when I go out for shows, people always say, MC, crack a joke now.
But there's a huge difference between being a comedian and being an MC. You know, you can be a professional MC. It doesn't really qualify you to being a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
But as a comedian, you could train yourself to be a good compere. You know,
Okay.
it works together. It gives you an edge. You know, for you to have that sense of humor. You know, and when you're now a comedian, you know, you combine that as an MC. You know, it gives you a great advantage. You know, over.
So you had been, you know, doing your stand-up comedy for a while before you won AY's
Open Mic Comedy
Open
Challenge.
Mic Comedy Challenge, or that was what launched your career?
Kind of. I've been doing it for a while, you know. Then I was still a bit very young, you know, just trying to, you know, come up. I saw the competition, I saw the advert, and I was like, man, I think I need to get here and see what I can do. And then when I got there, to the glory of God, I was able to scale through and I won the competition. So that
What's that
was
pressure
the
like?
breakthrough for me too.
What's that pressure like? I mean, you have to be funny, but yet you're still under so much pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, winning the competition, I can't imagine being put under so much pressure and still you expect me to be, I don't know, funny. That's hard. How did you deal
Life
with
in
that?
itself is a competition. You know, we strive to survive. So when you combine that to what you do, your passion, so you should be able to, you know, absorb those pressure and then scale through. You know, I felt, let me just go and try my luck and see if I can just win this competition. And I was actually the only Yoruba guy amongst all the guys that came, you know, all those guys from Warri, you know, Bini, all those, Warri, get one time for Warri, all those kind of things.
Well, so do you feel not threatened? Do you feel like these worry guys, it's like they them blood?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
that kind of a thing, you know. So a lot of people once you hear, I'm from Warri, I'm going to leave this thing for these guys. They will take it. I felt, well, I prepared myself. You know, one thing about comedy is you have to be very strong. You have to be original. You have to be prepared. You have to. So I did a lot of preparation. I did a lot of rehearsals. I've watched so many senior colleagues, you know, back then, Night of 1,000 Laughs. I studied all the jokes and all that. So I used that as an avenue to create my own original jokes. So,
You know, you mentioned be prepared. That be prepared is now making me want to change my mind because I was going to put you on the spot right now, spontaneous. Since you said, you know, you can use whatever ambience you're in to create a joke, I was just wondering if you could just create something off the cuff for
You're
like
still doing
10,
it. You're still putting them on the
15,
spot.
20 seconds.
No,
But it's
as
okay if
you're
you
smiling
can.
at me, I'm scared of smiling back. Because if I smile back, you will bill me. That's Nigerian girls, you know. You don't smile back when they smile at you.
I don't understand.
I know what you're saying. She will get it.
Which
As you're smiling at me now, I'm already suspecting you like,
Which
hey.
brings me to something.
Like-
Why? This is something I've observed.
Okay.
I may be wrong, but there's something about Nigerian comedians and talking about girls. Girls did this. They are the only ones girls do. The only ones girls
Are the people
do
we
this.
see every time. We see girls everywhere. Yeah, is there anything you want? If you are driving, you see girls, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, your comedy has to be about everything around
Like, you guys don't even talk about the mess ups of you guys. It's always the
We
girl
talk
that
about
do
all of
this.
those things too. We
No.
talk about football. We talk about
We're not talking about football.
career. You know, we talk about news. We talk about politics.
See, you are representing the comedy industry right now.
Yeah,
And
okay.
as a female, I am putting it to you that the comedy industry is fond of, one, objectifying women, two, making women the brunt of the jokes, and three,
You don't think so?
I don't want.
Mary's going, Mary's
now,
going
I asked
in
you
on
to
this
give-
one now.
I asked you to give an off-the-cuff joke. Look at what you
He
did.
has just done
He
that.
said,
Mary.
my smile is
Say
expensive.
something around me, you know, that kind of
In
thing.
any case, I think that it's a very, very tough assignment to actually put together original material that people find entertaining every single time. No matter whether it takes you 6 months to come up with your next show, that's actually all the time that you need to design stuff that people would find very entertaining. So I give it to Nigerian comedians,
And I'm glad you
especially
mentioned
in
that.
the environment that we are. There's not very many funny things.
Yeah.
Honestly, prices of food is going up, fuel, there's fuel
Pressure
scarcity.
too much.
When did the fuel scarcity start, by the way? Was I in limbo?
See, that thing just used to come now.
How did that start?
When the full let him make
This
a
is
joke
the
of
period
it.
we respect the full attendance.
Oh.
You see a professor, PhD, that be bros, money, sir.
I
Can you
bet.
give me 10 liters? I don't meant to give you. And you see them carrying their shoulders.
I'm telling you.
Go to the queue, join the queue. You know, so.
And especially the ones that the petrol station gives uniforms, as in it's finally time for them to brush those chevrons. I mean,
You know,
I
it's
find it
always
very,
like
you
that.
know.
So sometimes you need to just take a time out, you know, to unwind, you know, listen to jokes. You know, Nigerian comedians are really trying, you know. But if you look at Nigerian audience, they're very, very funny.
Yeah.
You know, they like varieties. Unlike in abroad, where a comedian will stage a show, it's just one man.
Yes.
One man, one star like Dave Chappelle, Chris
Yeah.
Rock.
Yes.
Just
One-man
only
show.
one man. He will do the 1 hour special, 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours. That's the end of the
It's a
show. But
wrap.
Nigerians, once you are cracking jokes, after 15, 20 minutes, give us music now. Let another comedian enter now. What's all this one?
So how do you handle that kind of heckling?
Yeah.
What do you do then?
That's what we're
Have you
trying
ever
to do
been
now.
heckled so bad? What's your worst experience with a heckler?
I don't think I've.
You're one of the lucky few who have not been heckled.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any bad day.
Then you must be. In fact, you are good. Then that's just it.
There
Because
was a time I
people.
was on stage and you know this Nigerian NEPA just
Yeah.
sees the light and I just switched to music. I started singing gospel and everybody joined me. Amen, amen. so you have to be spontaneous when it comes to
Spontaneity.
comedy.
I get
You know, so.
But what about
Okay,
in
so-
an age? I'm sorry, Mary.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. What about in an age with social media? Everybody is becoming a comedian on social media. Do you find that you have to translate your stand-up comedy into social media or little snippets and all of that? Are you pressured to
Such
do
as
that?
skits and the rest.
Yeah, all those skits and all that, you know, that's really helped a lot. You know, that's really, really brought up a lot of guys. I remember in 2015, I started doing comedy skits, you know, but then my focus then was on TV, showing it on TV and all that. But now, the attention is now on social media.
Social media, yeah.
So perhaps it's one of the things I'm also considering, you know, to do. But stand-up comedy is stand-up comedy.
So that's just an addition
It
to
can
your
never fade, you know. So it's always be there and all that. But of course, as an entertainer, you can't just put yourself in one corner.
Yeah.
So you have to diversify. You have to spread out your tentacles to, you know, let's see what is going on in other areas. You can't do without social media now. In anything you do, either you're a pastor, you are a traditionalist, you are a herbalist, you are a journalist, anything you do at all.
Now you've evolved from Gym Boy to Gym Baba.
Nah.
And so it makes me wonder, a lot has happened in that period of time, growing, you know, trying to improve yourself, your craft, and of course your own financial life, considering everything going on.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, what does it take as a comedian to put together a show?
Well, it takes a lot, to be very honest. It's not easy to do a show in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Especially when you're just trying to, you know, come up, when you're not yet an household name. Do you get? So, you know, from getting sponsorships, you know, getting funds to getting the venue, you know, even if you have the money to get the venue and put all of those things together, how about getting people to come?
Yeah, you also
and
need
do
a
shows?
healthy
That's
network,
another
don't you?
aspect as well. You know, you have to, you know, touch different places, you know. And Nigerians are very funny. You know, they will push you. Man, I've been doing this now. Guy, do show now.
Yeah.
Do show.
Yeah.
We will support you.
Exactly.
We are behind you. And then you start. You look back, you
You're
not
not
see
lean
any-
back. Your head will not hit the ground.
But how many shows have you put together?
Yeah, I think I'm doing the show very soon.
Okay.
That will be like the 4th edition.
The 4th edition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Jim Baba Comedy Concert.
Jim Baba Comedy Concert.
What's it about?
Comedy concert, comedy
Just
show,
a-
comedy special.
Because you put concerts, so is it music and comedy?
And there's going to be a little bit of music.
Okay.
But I'm also going to be featuring other comedians as well. So, and I'll be the headline performer that day. So,
I'm curious when this is the next one because I would like to come. The next one's
on
going to be
Sunday,
Oh,
27th.
okay.
of November.
This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Okay.
All right. Where's that happening?
Terra Culture.
I can see that you're wearing the shirt as well.
Yeah, Jim
That's
Baba.
like a plug.
Terra Culture.
Okay. You know what? At this point, we should take a look at Jim Baba back when he was still Jim Boy.
Jim Boy. And when we get back, we'll have Jim
He's
Baba.
rubbing his face.
We'll have Jim Baba in the kitchen,
the
with us.
kitchen.
All right.
I think I love that kitchen.
He said, "Yeah, me less." He said, "Borrow me leg." Oh,
Jim Baba, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
They won't tell you, but I actually helped him
This
putting
is the
that
best
together.
part I love so much.
Yes. So yeah, talk.
Food is
talk.
life.
But we are behind you. Hope you know.
Please, dig
I
it.
should have a...
Yes.
I should
Chef
do the
Betsy
honor.
made this, by the way.
And
On
Mazino.
behalf of myself and my family, I would like to present.
All right, give it a try. Give it a try. Tell us what you
Give it a
think.
try.
That's ofada. That's the ayamati sauce.
Ayamashi.
Ayamashi.
Ayamatanga.
I thought I was going to find its way into the
I
show.
don't understand what's happening.
Ayamashi.
Ayamashi sauce and
Ayamashi.
original ofada. Yes.
Is that fake or father?
You know, you can use ordinary rice sometimes.
Okay, that's when I'm making fake or
This is
father.
awesome.
Oh,
Nice.
well done.
I don't really have appetite, but I think I can finish this.
You have
No wahala.
appetite.
It's
So
all
when you
yours.
don't have appetite, what will you do?
I'll finish everything.
Do welcome. Thank
Well
God you
done,
don't have
Chef
appetite.
Betsy. Well done.
Chef Betty,
This is awesome.
congratulations.
And Mazino.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. But of course. All right, so that would be it for the show today. I want to say thank you very much, Jim Baba, for coming, man. Always a
very
pleasure
much
to
for
have a
having me.
comedian in on the show. Chef Betsy, wonderful. We did work. We did great. We did, you and I.
We will not hear the end of
We're the
it,
leading
Amazon.
team. And then, of course, yeah, quality assurance, Mike.
The Pama here has reduced. Mazino.
Juwon was hovering around.
Pama here, I'm only sitting there.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show today.
Yeah,
Thank you
Pama
so
here,
much.
Juwon.
Thanks to the crew. Thanks to all our guests. And of course, we wish you a very beautiful day. Be sure to join us tomorrow. Yes.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Wonder Women Wednesday.
Bye.
Yay!
Return the Pama.